We're going to walk you through on how to do the carotid protocol for a right diagnostic. Please keep in mind that from time to time, depending on the facility that you're at, the protocol could very much change as far as what the doctor's wanting. We're just going to show you our basis of what we have on our literature.
All right, guys, so here we are. We're going to start in transverse. We're going to take a proximal CCA sweep. My machine is set up on retrospective, so I'm just going to keep going. Now I've got a mid CCA sweep, a distal CCA sweep. Then we get the bulb in grayscale and in color, and ECA, ICA, just showing that split. And again with color, everything is going to be grayscale, color, Doppler. The solid ICA, ECA right there, grayscale, color, Doppler. Now we're going to go to the proximal CCA. We are in long now. So we have our proximal CCA. I've got my color, my grayscale, and I've got my color. I'm not focusing too much on knobology right now just because I'm just doing protocol. Color, Doppler. I would normally let that fill the whole screen, but we will just go ahead and for time's sake get a peak systolic and diastolic, and then we go again. Now we're at mid, gray, color, Doppler, measure, peak systole and diastole. Same thing, distal, gray, color, Doppler, and our measurements. Bulb. Okay, I like to show the bulb with a sweep so I can get a good comparison if I can do that. And it's gray, color, Doppler. I know these aren't the best, guys. My waveforms, I'm just going for the sake of time. But it is bulb, then it's ICA, gray, color, Doppler. Couple quick things on the ICA and the ECA. Again, you would do proximal, mid, distal. On the ICA, on the ECA, you'll just do a proximal. But we're doing the ICA right here, so we've got our grayscale, color, Doppler. I'm not going to measure, I'm just going along just to get the principle. But you would measure every time, proximal, mid, Doppler, distal. Sorry, that sounds kind of confusing. Now, I'm still here doing my ICA distal. Alright, next. So I got my ECA, grayscale, color, Doppler. What I was going to say real quick about the IC and the ECA, notice the diastolic flow is different. That is going to be your biggest factor to just differentiate IC and ECA. Also look at the color. If you look, this is the ECA, it's a little bit more flashy. The ICA is constant and always there, always feeding the brain. Now we're going to go to vertebral. A lot of times here, if you just have the patient turn their head straight up towards the ceiling and angle this like a flashlight straight down towards their neck, you'll be able to find their vertebrals normally pretty easily. If you can't, there we go. Change your gain, change your scale. Well, So this one I would normally do a color compare with a gray color and a Doppler. And of course measure. And we do that for both sides. CCA, ICA, ECA, vertebral.
All right. Now keep in mind too, depending on where you're at, most of the time, as far as our protocol for transferring purposes, we are going to be doing stills on your color unless your doctor requests otherwise or the facility that you're at is wanting otherwise. But if you're just going into a general cardiac facility, we're typically going to do stills to save on the transferring file size. And if you've got any questions about that, just let me know.